guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Katie. I am the owner and artist behind Salvaged by K. Scott. I am a furniture painter. I am not a furniture purist or a restoration specialist. If that's what you're here for, you're not gonna find it. There are a million different ways to paint or refinish furniture. Tons of different styles, techniques, and products out there. I'm not here to show you the right way or the wrong way. I'm just sharing my way, how I go through my creative process to get from beginning to end. I picked up this antique desk from another local furniture flipper a few weeks ago, and as soon as I saw the gorgeous feminine lines on this piece, I knew it needed to be pink. I'm a boy mom. I live in a house full of testosterone, so whenever I get a chance to go super girly on something, you better believe I'm gonna take it. The top surface on this desk is a mess. The veneer has been patched a few times, and I can see that it's quite thin around the edges. And the drawers in this thing are disgusting. The original drawer stops have actually gouged holes right through the bottom of all three drawers, and they're stained really badly. As always, we need to start out with a really thorough cleaning. And while I was scrubbing away at the body of this dresser, my husband replaced all three drawer bottoms with some MDF. He didn't want to be on camera, so maybe we'll catch that process next time. To make sure that these metal drawer stops don't have a chance to wear through the new drawer bottoms, I'm actually going to remove them, and I'll replace them a little later on with a little furniture hack. To fill in and smooth out all of the previous patchwork on the top of this dresser, I'm going to be using some Bondo. For my purposes, Bondo is exactly the same as a Varathane or Minwax wood putty. It's just a little more economical. Bondo sets up really quickly, so I came back about half an hour later and sanded everything nice and smooth with some 120 grit sandpaper. Then I switched out to some slightly finer 220 grit sandpaper to scuff up the surfaces on the rest of the piece. Now I'm going to use my favorite Zinsser Bin shellacked base primer to seal everything up and get ready for paint. And after 3 coats of stain blocking primer, I still have this one spot on the top that is bleeding through. I'm gonna spot treat this quickly with 2 coats of straight up shellac. And while that shellac is drying, I am using some superfine sandpaper to smooth out the rest of the surfaces. One more coat of primer over top and we should be ready for paint. I am using Behr Chalk Decorative Paint for the very first time, and the color I chose is called Pink Mimosa. I'll be applying this paint finish with my gravity-fed HVLP pneumatic spray gun. After all that, I came out to check how the first coat of paint was drying, and this whole side, the veneer was just bubbling up. Yeah. Yeah. I think this one might have to go away for a little while. So I've had a couple of people message me and ask me why did this happen? And my best answer is, I don't know. It happens sometimes. My best guess is it had already been sanded down more than once, I'm sure. It's been repaired a bunch of times, so it was thin. And the humidity in the garage was like 80 to 90% for 3 or 4 days. I'm pretty sure I sealed in a lot of moisture with the 5 coats of shellac, and then putting the water-based paint on top was probably just the last straw, and it let go. It was just this corner. The rest of it is not bubbled. Oh, and another thing that tells me it's humidity is that the drawers, which worked fine when I bought it and worked fine after Doug replaced the bottoms. After sitting in the garage, there goes the air compressor. After sitting in the garage for 3 days, now don't want to slide because they're swollen. It's just the humidity. I ended up using some 60 grit sandpaper on my random orbital sander to just grind off the rest of the veneer. Underneath the veneer was a really nice poplar substrate, so that will get 2 more coats of the bin primer, sanded smooth, and now we can paint again. And I protected my new pink finish with 2 coats of this Rustoleum chalked protective top coat. So here's my little drawer stop hack. I took 2 wooden paint sticks and cut them up into 1-inch squares. I'll use some wood glue and a couple of little pin nails to attach them where the old stops were, but these are much more shallow and won't dig into the drawer bottoms like the metal ones did.
I'm gonna walk 100 miles. I'm gonna whistle all the while. If that's what it takes to make me smile, I'm gonna walk 100 miles. I'm gonna run right up this hill, summer sky or winter chill. If I gotta take a break, I will, but I'm gonna run right up this hill. I wanna hold the whole wide world right here in my open hands. And maybe I'm just a little girl with great big plans. I'm gonna go and take a chance. I'm gonna learn to ballet dance.
Sometimes even I have to remind myself that this is antique, secondhand, pre-loved furniture. It's not perfect. It's never gonna be perfect, and that's okay. The imperfections in a piece tell a story. And while it's not as pristine as a factory finish, it's now in a condition where it can be useful and loved again for a few more years. There's beauty in that. Thank you so much for spending a moment of your day with me today. Please make sure to leave me a thumbs up, a comment down below, subscribe, and make sure that you've got the notifications turned on so that you know when I've got a new creation to share. I'll catch you guys next time.
A little girl